Hey collective, let's get some messages for the 16th. This is June 2022. And this is collective consciousness energy. We're going to look at a situation today. Please God, clear, concise messages. Thank you. Amen. On a 3. All right. What is collective energy? What is the situation today? All right, so we have some 5s showing up. Okay, a little bit of tense energy showing up as the situation today, collective. 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so we have some growth cards here. I like to call the 5s our growth cards. It's never comfortable. It's always out of our comfort zone. Possibly holding on to old programming here, old messages, even old conversations, thoughts, beliefs, this type of thing. And then with the 5s on either side, with this sort of chaotic energy, there's some competition involving this loss or regret. So someone could feel here that they chose incorrectly, or that there's some maybe sticky situation here that they can't get out of. Even mentally here, collective, because we have this, and this could just be around a job, right? Depending, it's a general reading, so depending on what this situation is for you. Yeah, competing here where there's a loss involved, but holding on. Holding on to some old messages here, or messaging, would be a part of it as well. Just with all of the suits are factored here as well. So this could feel like it's taking over. I do also say, on the other hand, these are all minor arcana. So the situation looks like it's due to change very rapidly here. So let's see what your thoughts are about the situation. All right, so we have the 4 of Swords with the 7 of Wands. So yes, some defensive energy here, feeling like you're defending something, perhaps where there is some competition around. And then there's recovery, there is meditation, healing energy, prayers answered. This is a short-term, retreat with the 4 of Swords. So mentally, there's something that you feel you need to defend. Maybe that's where this competition is coming from. It's really affecting your emotions, or the other way around. We'll see about your feelings about the situation in a second, but for the situation, the competition itself, and it could just be something as simple as working with someone, with a few other people, toward the same cause, toward the same outcome, or to fight for one outcome. More possibilities could exist that are, being perhaps factored in at the moment, or being too close to a problem. Sometimes with the 8 of Swords, there's a sense of, you almost can't see what's around you when your face is so close to the wall. So sometimes the 8 of Swords here can indicate this overemphasis on what isn't working. So different tactic, this is defending something, defending a pullback, maybe even mentally here, or this could be confirmation that, you can mentally pull back from something, or reprieve. Maybe there's an element of allowing something to happen as well. there is a hold on energy, right? Like I say with the Four of Pentacles, there's this, you know, and another way to frame that is to say the clinging energy. So, Swords is air as well. It is the mind and communication. So there could be a sense of holding back here, holding back communication as well. And it really looks like it can do in any area of you know, daily life or your life, for example, just because all of the suits are indicated here. Okay, so what are your feelings? What are your feelings, collective feelings about this situation today? And the situation today will be the Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Sorry, Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and Five of Cups. Okay. Feelings. What are your feelings about the situation? You or the other person? Some progressive cards jumping out there, as you see. This is, you know, fast moving energy, as I say. I really did feel like something's going to change rapidly here. So now we have some energy that we saw yesterday. Two of Wands we saw matching the situation. This is about making a decision, choosing a direction. Two of Pentacles showing up again as well. So decision time, guys. It's maybe less about being too close to something than here in this situation than it is knowing that it isn't infinite. There needs to be a decision here. Minor reprieve in the thoughts. I don't feel like there's trouble, even though these can be, you know, difficult cards with the upset and sorrow here with the Five of Cups. With the Five here, it feels like it's minor as well, but it's a rounded decision. What decision to make? It looks like you need confirmation for this, or maybe a little bit of a nudge in this direction. But here in your feelings about the situation, the first major arcana is showing up, and it's the High Priestess. And of course, she says, trust your intuition. What are you feeling? This is what I'm getting in this Swords energy to begin with. There's a conflict, there's overthinking, too close to the problem, clinging energy, right? So no matter what this is about, it's like, what's our intuition say? What do we need the most? Sometimes it's just something as simple as nature. It's, you know, seeing a bird or hearing a bird sing, or watching animals play, or meditation, literally, or getting within yourself here. Confronting this mystery here in your heart. The intuition knows which direction to take. And it's willing to do some investigative work here. There's a minor sense of, not limited, the word is temporary. There is a temporary sense of defeat here. And that's what I'm getting about this guy, this little spy card showing up in the heart. So he's looking at this balance, this juggling act. So could be about two places, two relationships, two jobs, two homes. The Two of Pentacles is really about, it could also include lifestyle, work-life balance, right? So you know how to achieve this. But I know intuitively here, you know that's a direction that you need to take here. Maybe trying to get some support is part of it. Maybe this is easing your mind, that you're beginning to maybe get some support here. But don't back down. Continue making a firm decision with all the information that you can gather here. You are the other person, if this is a love or romance reading, is really refining here what it is that they need to know, or you need to know about what it is about your feelings about this situation. Needing almost to come to terms with that. And there could be some curiosity around the occult arts in general, not necessarily magic, but you know, the esoteric and so forth. But the High Priestess showing up there and the feelings about the situation, right? So let's see what the most probable outcome here, collective. What's the most probable outcome? This moon energy, by the way. Moon energy. Moon is ruled by Cancer, but also moon is night. And it's the shadow self. And it's opposite the sun. So it has a whole different world of its own. So yeah, there's some moon energy there. Intuition, water energy. Most probable outcome. It is tapping into the mysteries here as well. So there could be, you might even feel, in a sense here, there could be, and again, I think this is going to pass easily, there's a sense of perhaps not being ready. Again, stories you may tell yourself, but if we can get out of that thinking mind and more into the intuition. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to take these. I'm just going to start taking all the jumpers when they come out, despite how long the readings get. I shall try to read faster. So this is beautiful. Two knights looking at each other. Chariot showing up. We see more of that pillar energy, that black and white. Now we have courage of convictions here. Now we have headed in the right direction. Actually could be a vehicle, travel, home, inspiration around these events, a brand new offer. Wow. Okay, most probable outcome here. Let's just say, no matter what's on your mind here, collective, I would say back away from this wall that you're mentally too close to when it comes to that Eight of Swords, because you might even feel relieved by the end of this reading, for example. And, you know, it's just by virtue of something already underway. We saw this too, right? This projection here, this direction. So, and now you have the ace. So this brand new beginning. We had a couple of aces yesterday as well, but here we have physical item, right? An actual offer. This could all be all about money somehow. If it isn't actually an asset, like a vehicle, boat, something like a ring or something that you can own, jewelry, whatever it is here, it can be a job offer. New money, just new money somehow, someone offering you something. It's a gift. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Sagittarius. There's some more Cancer energy showing up here. And I would see that Earth energy is showing up pretty prominently as well. So that could be helpful to you. Let's see what's going on here in terms of duplicates. We just have the fives, a couple of knights. Yeah, as you see here, these guys are looking at each other, which is very interesting to me. So this is very definitely travel, but long time coming. And very adventurous. So these are sort of meeting each other here, looking at each other. Mystery and adventure meets take your time, built to last. So that's nice energy. Something could add a lot of excitement to your life here. And we have the Four of Cups showing up here. In addition, right next to it, look, we have the Five of Cups for the situation. So, feeling like there was a missing out. And taking action. This is a victory card. The Chariot is an action card. This screams action. Not to mention, we have this gorgeous communication card, the Eight of Wands, right smack in the middle of all of this. Right next to this Ace of Pentacles. Really gorgeous energy. So whatever you're too close to here, whatever has been feeling a little bit daunting or creating some conflict here, it looks like there is a very nice, possibly passionate, exciting outcome for you. Let's get some internal or subconscious energy. Let's get some outside influence energy, and then overall energy for the whole reading today, collective. It's, you know, overall, it's a beautiful reading. It's just, there's definitely a mystery here. We have some moon energy. I'll talk about that in a moment. It's definitely stepping into new lands. I said this right at the very beginning, remember? Out of your comfort zone here, guys, but it doesn't happen any other way. Self-actualization does not happen any other way. So at each and every turn, congratulate yourself and pat yourself on the back for taking these little moves, these little risks, these little leaps, these little decisions, a little bit at a time that feel insignificant at the time, right? Because it's just step by step, but boy, does it ever add up. So gorgeous energy here. We have mutable here with cardinal, so anything can happen in this new direction, but it's going to be exciting, and it's definitely built to last. This could be part of the concern about which way to go here as well. So intuition for sure. We have a lot more to talk about here. Let's get into this external energy. Wheel of Fortune. Love it here. And gotta admit, not overly surprised. Just like for me as a reader, it's nice confirmation to know that yes, this is all about learning this instinctual, this intuitive self, you know, and the growth pains that it takes to go through this. So leveling up for sure. Your time has come. Look at this, assets, and then this Six of Swords on the other side. Swords is difficult energy as a suit, and this is one of the kinder and gentler energies when it comes to the when it comes to the swords rather. So I'm really happy to see this here. Moving on to calmer waters, we get out of this somewhat difficult energy here with the 8, especially the 4, where we've got some mental reprieve, right? You're defending how far you've come, what you've thought, your thinking patterns. Really good work. And then here, you know, extra discovery. What is this? What is going on? How is this working for me? How can I do this more, etc.? So the wheels are turning here in your favor for sure. Very positive energy here with the guide. Now you get to be guided here to this opportunity that's shown not only here in the Ace of Pentacles, but now in the Wheel of Fortune. They have the same shape. Like this is something coming around again. It belongs to you and you deserve this. And it's probably through hard work. This is Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with an older earth sign female here as well. Jupiter energy is showing up with the Wheel of Fortune. Your Jupiter sign in Jupiter could be significant here as well. Your moon sign for this reading could be significant for that matter. The moon card is showing up. So this is, you know, a lot of work. This is your status, but it's also abundance, nurturing that, valuables and values themselves. So subconscious energy, wow, Ace of Cups showing up. We have the 2 different aces showing up today. Wow, I just realized. We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands show up over the past 2 days, if you'll remember. And now we've got the other 2 aces showing up. Something is coming in and it feels so beautiful. This is an overflowing cup of love. This is beautiful energy. Really being able to feel positively and feeling protected, understood, forgiven, right? There's a communion here, an offer. There could even be ascension here if you're a spiritual practitioner collective. This is gorgeous energy in that department here as well, 100%. So yeah, giving a lot of love to yourself, giving a lot of love perhaps to some isolated or some broken pieces here. But these 2 aces, new workplace or home, we're seeing that generally speaking here again. Could be where the decision is lying, where your heart is. Home could be where the heart is right now. Some Hermit energy, more Virgo energy showing up. You know, this isolation, but also wisdom, total wisdom, possibly and probably through isolation, right? Having to be alone. No one wants to be there, really. At least not for a long time, but that's where we can get to the heart of things. There is a broken heart around this person, so you or the other person internally or, you know, in terms of subconsciously, is dealing with a sense of not wanting this isolation any longer. This broken heart is too much. They've learned everything that they can take from it. It's broken them open. This has broken someone open. That's incredible energy. And whether it's you or the other person in this reading, like, I'm almost choked up right now. Actually, that's pretty heavy. I wasn't expecting to say that or even see that, but, you know, that's a lot. And someone has a really deep emotional depth to something here that they have discovered. And it could have to do about this new beginning, this new offer here. Look at this 10 of Wands, the 8 to the 10, this burden. This burden needs to be put to rest. This could be a dream that's just like, this could feel nightmarish in a sense where it was, there's a dreamy quality to it here with the moon, but there's a sense of it's heavy. Something needs to get off the chest. I do feel that communication is imminent. Trusting oneself about what to say is more going to be, in this situation, guys, about what you are emotionally settled on. It's hard to know what to say here when you're still, or when you could be, or you or the other person could be this way or that way about something. As long as that is imminent, this will feel like a burden. So getting out of the shadows of this is just, you know, cutting through that. Maybe coming through with this emotional truth, right? This offer, this communication at the very least. Even if it's just to say, look, something hurt or something broke my heart, you know, and not want anything from it or for it or anything like that, but just to sort of be there and make space for that place. Because this could be a shadow walk, but the end is close. The end of this, you can put this down soon. The burden is going to be over soon. If this is a lover romance reading, this is you very possibly seeing your lover in your dreams over and over and over. This could feel like a certain kind of haunting at this point. Otherwise, we are just looking at this completion. The 10s are all about completion. So essentially, you get to wake up from something here. But exposure is necessary, right? We have this moon. We really want this to come out into the open. What's been burdening you? What does need to be communicated from the heart, the emotional depths, even if it confuses you, even if it's about admitting it to yourself and writing it out for yourself. No one else has to know. Yeah. Pisces energy showing up here as well, so more water energy. But I wanted to mention briefly again with the moon, tapping into your internal sources of emotional wealth here is very important because it is showing results. And with this gorgeous energy, it's taking off in this direction, but a choice is necessary. Instincts are going to be powerful here. Seeking guidance could be possible, but if you're in the midst of who to trust at this point, trust your intuition. Go within and trust your intuition. I see a beautiful new beginning showing up here. Try not to get lost in a sense of what wasn't or what wasn't working. A new adventure is showing up very shortly for you. These are timeless readings, so usually something should be happening within 24 hours of viewing with regard to this reading today. But it's just recorded today, so whenever you watch it, hopefully it is meaningful to you, if nothing else, entertaining. So that's everything I'm getting for the reading today, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you as always for joining me. I love doing these for you. And I hope it was helpful to someone out there. Until we meet in the next one, bye for now.